Vick Jackson is going to be a head coach for the first time in his career. Now, seeing that how, the NFL is, their, black quarterback chaos or black head coaches chaos, I don't fault them for doing it, the Eagles could obviously, said, Deshaun, why don't you be a wide receiver head coach? You know what I'm saying? Like, these colleges are taking these men, Vick, Deion, Teddy Bridgewater. They're taking these men and they're seeing what they got. They're seeing what they can do, This all started because of Deion. Deion started this whole ex-players can be head coaches too. You know what I'm saying? We may not be owners, but we could be head coaches. Now, I wish Deshaun nothing but the best. I think he can pull it off. He's going to have the best supporting cast, in that, facility. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be a lot of backlash. Well, he doesn't have experience. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you played the game doesn't mean you know how to coach the game. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? But just give him a shot. Give him a shot. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater just won with his squad. Obviously, Deion Sanders have never won on the biggest stage. Obviously, he won in the NFL, a couple of Super Bowls, bounced around, not really committed to one team. He was kind of like a journeyman. Just kept on bouncing around. Won 2 Super Bowls with the Cowboys and the 49ers. And then after that, he just bounced around. Vick Jackson, I think he appeared in 1 Super Bowl. It wasn't the second Super Bowl that the Eagles won. It was the first one where they faced the Patriots. But he was a rookie, I think, at that juncture. So no, he's never won a Super Bowl, but he has appeared in one. But my take is, it all started with Deion. Deion Sanders opened these doors for players that they could be head coaches too. You just don't have to play the game. You could coach the game as well. But then again, you're going to have to be dealing with a lot of egos and playing time, and he's going to have a handful. He's going to find out that being a head coach is not all cramped it up to be. But, you saw what happened to Vince Young, right? Don't even get me started. Y'all don't know what happened to Vince Young. He obviously did what Yolanda Salvador did to Selena. He bedrored money from the school, I'm not saying that Deion Sanders or, the other head coaches are going to do that, but, once you hit rock bottom, you hit rock bottom, Now, I don't think Vince Young is ever going to find another coaching job, because nobody can trust him. But I'm not saying that Deshaun or Deion is going to do the exact same thing. But, yeah, man, it's just one of those unfortunate incidents. Vince Young was second round pick? No, he was a first round pick. He went, I think, 3rd overall to the Titans. And thought the Titans had the number 1 pick. So, Is it a coincidence? I think not. You know, Titans haven't really done good at drafting quarterbacks as well. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. But this is looking bad. Can't get coaching jobs in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I think the NFL gravitate towards, you know, white minorities more than black minorities. You know, obviously, you know, Antonio Pierce, you know, he only got the job last year as an interim, and he did poorly this year, and then they fire him. You know, like I said, Teddy Bridgewater had to go to high school I think he went back to his high school roots to get a coaching job, or I think he's the head coach. I'm not sure. You know, but I say this, like, NFL will never have a black owner. Well, Vince Carter does. I think Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady have shareholders to the Bills. I think they're both owners with the Bills or share owners with the Bills. I don't know how that works. I think Jay-Z still owns, or I think Jay-Z still owns half the Brooklyn or whatever. I don't know if he gave his shares away. Yeah, but it's just one of those, you know, like, I think black African Americans should just stick to coaching. Playing. You know, I think they should just stick to playing, you know, coaching, because it never works out at the end. It really doesn't. I remember if you go back to my Deion Sanders video I made, like, before I reached 1K, I got a lot of feedback, bad feedback. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he's going to do good. Oh, this is this. And this is before he went to Colorado. This was when he was still in Jackson State, Mississippi. And I said that, like, the way that he operates, you're never going to win a championship. You might get there, but he's never going to win a championship. And look what happened. On the biggest stage, he was unprepared. He was out-coached. He was out-coached by a better team. And that might probably hurt Shadur Sanders' draft stock too. You know, seeing the way he played. He's been playing with a banged-up offensive line the whole entire year. You know, so that's really nothing new to him. You know, so yeah. But that's gonna hurt his draft stock. I wish Dieon Jackson but the best. I hope he thrives and succeeds. And if he doesn't, then it's not a, knock on his, legacy. Because I still think he's a very good receiver. You know, as a Giants fan, he gave us fits every single time we played him. He was that electric to watch. I would say he was better than Odell. You know, Odell never struck fear in opponents he was playing. He was just talented. Deshaun looked to embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the two different types of receivers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, spent 6 seasons with the Eagles. Have one playoff. Well, not one, but he has one Super Bowl appearance. Cause I think the receiver T.O. Yeah, he was their leading receiver. No, I think he was on the Cowboys that year. Yeah, So I think that was the year after that he went to the Cowboys. But yeah, not knocking. I'm not knocking Deshaun Jackson. I wish he does not. Which he does good. I wish he brings that championship to that organization. But if he fails, it's not a knock on him. Most people might view him as a very great player still, just not a head coach. There's levels to this. But we'll see. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.